Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Do you want to live a graceful life? Are you concerned that setting boundaries is unkind to others? If so, you can take my course, The Guide to Setting Personal Boundaries, on mastermind.com. The link is in the show notes. Take the course so you can gently but firmly put boundaries in place. Now let's start this week's episode. Episode 122. Behold, its meaning and importance in living an authentic life. Do you know what it means to behold? According to Webster's Dictionary, it means to perceive through sight or apprehension. So, you can see something as it is through sight or through the eyes of fear, apprehension. Isn't that interesting? Doesn't this make you think how you perceive something affects how you react to it? If you look at something and behold it as it is, you'll respond appropriately. But if you allow the ego to see it from a fearful perspective, then you'll react differently. The word behold isn't used very often. It was very popular in Christian writings concerning where you placed your focus. Specifically, your attention was to be on God, not the world. Your attempts to keep up in the fast-paced environment around you may leave you with a true lack of presence, both with yourself and others. The ego entices you to live an utopian future in the past, or in a technology-enhanced version of the present that promises to provide you with greater happiness. Your recollections, aspirations, and desires aren't counterbalanced by a sobering realization of where you are right now in the present moment. Not being fully present interferes with how you go about living your daily life because it shows up in all aspects of your life. Your home, your social circle. Being fully present with someone helps you slow down, pay attention, and truly accept that person's joys and sorrows as your own. What are you beholding? This again is a question of perception and where you're placing your focus. Are you always beholding the negative and therefore you see more undesirable things? Understand that what you focus on becomes your reality. Every day you encounter situations you may either choose to ignore or choose to concentrate on and ultimately become. When you concentrate on the unpleasant aspects of the relationship, you may become resentful. It may be a condition where you become ill by concentrating on the discomfort you feel. It can be a debt that has accumulated because it diverts your attention from paying the bills, which makes you feel less abundant. What you behold, you become. You develop into what you concentrate on, what you watch, listen to, and associate with. When I was trying to forgive my mother for the trauma she had caused me, I was asking Spirit why I was struggling. What I discovered didn't surprise me. I was beholding the anger I felt, so I became angry. I was focusing on what she did and how I felt instead of focusing on my healing journey, which included forgiving her. When I beheld compassion for what she had gone through herself in her life, then I could feel empathy for her and forgive the pain she caused me. What aren't you seeing anymore? Everyone has seen pennies. If I asked you to describe a penny for me, you could mention its value or color. But if I asked you to identify the person whose likeness is on the coin, what would you tell me? What's the message on the penny to the left of that person's picture? What does the penny's reverse display? Why does it even matter? You cease observing things because you're so familiar that you assume you know. You stop looking sometimes because you believe you have found something worth more or that is important to you now. Sometimes, when you're strolling through a parking lot, you may notice a coin on the ground and choose to ignore it, since it has no significance to you. Sometimes you quit beholding because you have no need or don't care, about what you're looking at. But what if you see, or who you see, could satisfy your needs, wants, and questions? What if the ego plans to keep you preoccupied and blinded so you never see the magic of what is? The actions required for you to behold something or someone take time, because it requires you to be fully present and take in the completeness and comprehend what is being observed. Again, it's about questioning where you're focusing your time and energy. What consumes your thoughts? Where are you spending your time? Are you being a good steward of what's placed in your care? Be honest with yourself. If you're being completely honest, you get distracted by a variety of things like your job, friends, family, ambitious projects, mindless scrolling of social media, and too much screen time. Your daily life moves so quickly. It has become common practice to view busyness as a triumph and a success indicator. I've discovered that you miss your soulful self speaking to you because you are so consumed by all your activities. See, the bustle of life muffles Spirit's message to you. In periods when you are with your family, when it's calm in the morning, and when things are difficult, you miss your authentic self in all of it because you are so preoccupied with the daily activities that you cannot stop and behold the things that Spirit has arranged for you and the synchronicities. What do you behold every day? What captures your attention during the day? You have a lot to consider in life. Now you can look into the lives of 1,000 people just by one click, thanks to social media. You can receive breaking news directly on your mobile device. But if you consume enough of it, you'll frequently end up with a heavy heart and an uneasy mind. Beholding with a new perspective. Now, I understand you might wonder how this might unfold in a typical day. In an effort to keep your eyes fixed on the positive, are you to disregard the injustices you witness or the issues that develop in your life? No is the response to these queries. Your fixation on those things that are wholesome does not prevent you from observing other things. Simply said, it implies that you view everything through the light of Spirit and how it aligns with your authentic self. My husband will always be in my thoughts, but when I'm focused on the truth, I see him through my life's experiences. But when I see my husband through Spirit's eyes, it's a much broader viewpoint. It enables me to view things as they actually are and as they ought to be. Along the healing journey, you have averted your gaze to the negative aspects of your life. But you don't want to continue to behold those areas because you don't want them to become and stay your reality. Allowing the ego to control where you focus means you remain in fear and hopelessness. Instead, you want to focus on what you desire your life to be. Moving forward, beholding. Living gracefully means you're grounded yourself each day. It means you are humble and understand everyone is equal to you, which is seen in the way you cherish your connections with others. And you make these authentic connections by being gentle with yourself and others. But beholding encompasses the ability to see with the lens of love what is. It shows your capacity to look past the egoic mind's ability to cloud your sight with fear. See the wonder of each person, their uniqueness, their strengths, and their weaknesses, and yet still honor the authentic being by seeing them with love. When the Bible discusses beholding Christ or keeping your focus on God, the lesson is about being fully present and truly seeing what is so you can emulate those positive characteristics. Because what you focus on, you become. So what do you want to become? If you don't want your past to continue, then you need to stop beholding the past. Focusing on what you lack will create more lack. But if you behold your goals and dreams and focus on moving towards those things you desire, what will happen? What you behold is what you become. So your dreams become your reality. Do you need help to deal with distractions? Are you looking for support and learning to become fully present? Do you want a strategy to help you create an extraordinary life? If so, please get in touch with me and we can put together an action plan for you to behold those things you desire and live a graceful life. To discover how I learned to behold properly, you can do so by reading my book, Raven Transcending Fear, available on Amazon, or you can go to raventranscendingfear.com for more information. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com, where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.